same philosophy and a lot of stuff we do. And I think the number one thing we try to do is for all the real estate agents that want to partner with us, we want to do everything we can to help support your business any way we can, from throwing educational classes to us. We share with you what's going on with the market every single week. Try to do everything, provide tools that we can to help your business. So if you would ever like to meet with me, Bree, or all of us together, Kaylee, let us know. We want to do everything we can to support your business. And Bree, I appreciate you throwing this with us.
Mhm. Awesome. Thanks, Reggie.
Yeah.
Kaylee, did
KT,
you
what do
want to
you got?
chat?
Oh, sorry. No, yeah, always big thanks to Bree for hosting these classes with us. She's has such a wealth of knowledge in literally like every aspect of this business. So, um, thank you, Bree. And I see some of you were on the class we did a couple of weeks ago. So I'm glad that you joined us for this one as well. But yeah, like Reggie said, we're just here to support you and add value to your business and understand your origination strategies and what we can do to help you bring in more business. So uh whether it be through business planning or classes like this, like just never hesitate to reach out and that's what we're here for. And I'll let I'll let Bree take it away.
Awesome. Thanks, Kaylee. Thanks, Reggie. My name's Bree Kruger with Great American Title. If you haven't sat down with Kaylee and Reggie, they're phenomenal. Back when I was on the agent side, Reggie was our loan officer, and he was just awesome at what he does, as well as Kaylee just brings a whole additional aspect to the business. She'll really sit down with you and create additional ways to generate more business. And like Reggie alluded to, we both have that philosophy of we don't just want to say, yeah, give me your business. It's really about how can we help build more business and how can we strategize to grow together. So that's kind of our philosophy. Very excited for you guys to come on my first class on Linktree. I've done some different one-on-one classes on Linktree, but this will be the first when it comes to doing a class online. So I'm excited to do that. I'm going to present real quick. Awesome. So Linktree. Linktree basically is one link so that all of your additional links and different places and different lead gen tools and social and all of that stuff can be combined into just one link, one place. A lot of times, for example, on Instagram, you can say, click the link in bio. Well, you can't have 20 links in your bio. They're not going to allow that. So what you do is you're going to put your link tree in there, and your link tree is going to have a whole combination of different links so that people can get to where they really want to go, but also so that you could lead capture as well. So we're going to be talking about a couple tools today. We're going to be talking about a little bit about your bio and how we can create a really standout profile. But the main focus of what I wanted to talk about is really what links to put, where to put them, how do we funnel things in through lead magnets and all of that good stuff and lead funnels. So I'm going to kind of do an overview, but most of this class is going to be kind of in a live environment. But overview, bio. We want to make sure that your bio is very easily ready and explains what you do as a real estate agent. We, just like on Instagram or a lot of other profiles, you can put a limited amount of characters in your bio. So I'll go over asking ChatGPT today on just some ideas for you as a real estate agent to put in your bio. You want it short and sweet, you want to convey your message, but you also want to be able to stand out a little bit compared to everyone else. And when I talk about Linktree today, I'm going to be talking about the free version. Yes, there is a paid version, but I like to do as many things free as we can for real estate agents. There's just so many different technology and tools that kind of try and grab money from real estate agents. So we're going to be going over the free version today. Yes, you can upgrade. I think it's like 12 bucks a month. And you could do some like integrated forms and stuff on there. But to me, most agents only need a free LinkedIn or Linktree profile. So we're going to go over bio. We're going to go over an intro video. So if you guys don't already have a like 30 to 60-second intro video that you have posted on your YouTube channel, I highly recommend it. It doesn't have to be long or drawn out or your whole history. What have you done before real estate and all of that stuff. It just needs to be short and sweet, convey your personality, tell people who you are, why people enjoy working with you, and why you have a passion for real estate and helping others buy and sell and invest. So we're going to go over linking that profile to your Linktree today. And then also your HomeBot, if you have HomeBot or if you have another similar tool for seller evaluation, it's definitely a great place to put that link. That's a lead capture that you can take their information. They get an automated monthly report, home evaluation, and they can also kind of play around and see what their home could be worth if they took certain equity out, what they could do if they were to invest the property or use it as a rental or an Airbnb and all that stuff. And there's really a lot of similar ones to HomeBot. And a lot of websites nowadays have the seller evaluation tool on there as well. You can also link it to your regular website to just show like, hey, search for homes right now. Or maybe it's search for homes with a pool in Gilbert, Arizona, that's 4 bedrooms. You can make specific searches on your website, and then you can link that URL to your link tree so that you can do a little lead capture there as well. We're going to go over adding listings. So a lot of agents will add their active listings to their link tree. One of the things I just want to mention here, I think it's fantastic to do that. Just make sure that you're checking your link tree often. So if you have a listing and it goes under contract, make sure to turn that toggle off so it's not shown on your profile. And then your links to your reviews. So your Zillow reviews or wherever you collect reviews, people will want to go and read those reviews. So you're going to make it as easy as possible for consumers to get a full idea of who you are as a business owner, as a real estate agent and investor. And then buyer seller guides and lead magnets. So we'll go over, okay, we're going to do a download my buyer guide here. And that can be a PDF download, but what I like even more is 2 options. One, to have it on your website where they have to put in their information and then it automatically goes into your CRM. Or maybe it's Flowdesk, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago, where you do a workflow and as soon as or a form fill, and as soon as they sign up or put in their information on the Flowdesk lead form, they automatically get either a link to the relocation guide, a digital link, which we do create those, or they get a PDF of your relocation guide or buyer guide, seller guide. And then we're going to go into a couple different lead funnel ideas for you guys as well. I am going to send you guys a cheat sheet with all of these on it, but I just want you to start thinking of some ideas on what you can put on your link tree. So listings, Flex MLS, you can grab the listing from your website so that after maybe 2 or 3 clicks around your website, the lead capture pops up and they have to put in their contact information. If you have single property websites for your listings, you can put a single property website there. You could do your Zillow reviews, your website review page, your About Me page on your website, your client testimonial videos, your sold listings. So you can actually create yourself a search in MLS and share that search, and maybe it's just all your sold listings. Home buyer or HomeBot buyer link, seller link, guides, why your listing expired guide, community spotlights. So that could be something like maybe you farm a specific area and you're highlighting a local business every single month. It's something that we help agents put in their newsletter and on postcards in their farm. Maybe you put it in your Facebook group
Yeah.
if you have something like that, but community
Hello?
highlights of local businesses. Have it be sign up for my monthly newsletter. So in Flowdesk a couple weeks ago, we talked about segments, and if someone fills out a form, you can put them in a specific, it'll automatically put them in a specific segment called monthly newsletter. So, and that monthly newsletter can now, they can sign up for that monthly newsletter to get every single month. Exclusive home buyer Facebook groups. Maybe you have a first time home buyer Facebook group, or you have a military or a first responder Facebook group. Search for homes on your app. Event signups. Maybe you're doing a happy hour for a neighborhood. That's a great place to put an RSVP link. Download your moving checklist. So we have moving checklists that we can brand for agents. So if you want those, just reach out to me. You can do a Calendly link. So book a buyer seller consultation with a Calendly link for them to sign up. They can sign up for market updates. Maybe you have Altos or Cromford or something like that that you send out to your database on a monthly basis. You can join the off-market investor network. I have an agent who does a lot of investing, and she has a list that she sends out every single week of off-market deals to a certain segment in her database. So that's something that they could sign up for in a form. And it could be a Google form, it could be a Flowdesk form, it could be however you structure your automation. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. They can download a pre-list checklist. You can link your social media channels. And of course, for social media, specifically Instagram, you can always say link in bio. It's a great place to put your Linktree. I want to mention this is the link that you want to create a QR code for and use it on everything. Like every single piece of print marketing, it should be your Linktree QR code. Every single for sale sign, open house sign, as long as you have, for example, if you're doing it for open house, as long as you have an open house sign and you have the QR code on there, make sure you have your listing of that open house as a link on your Linktree. So for example, maybe it's the MLS shareable link, maybe it's from your website, maybe it's a single property website, maybe it's just a landing page that you created in Canva specifically for that open house. There's also things like list reports and lots of other tools that you can link there. So I'm going to be sending you guys a free workbook, or if you'd like one, just email me. I'll put my contact information in the chat box as well. But I'm going to go into a live environment. Any questions so far? All right. So as you can see on my screen, I don't have a pro version. All I have is just the free version of Linktree. It always will ask you to upgrade, of course, but I just have the free version. And I don't think you guys need to have anything different as well. So when you're creating a Linktree, it's super easy. Oops. You go to linktr.ee. You're going to click the sign up for free. You're going to accept the terms and conditions. And it's just going to ask you to verify your email and a couple really basic setup questions. But once you get there, the first thing I want you to do is it's going to show you this area right here to add links. Obviously, you're not going to have any links yet. And then it's always going to show you a preview screen on the right-hand side. What I want you to do is make sure that this handle matches all of your other social media. So you wanna be easily searchable on all search engine platforms. So for example, if you go by the best AZ Realtor and your Instagram is the best AZ Realtor, or Sarah, the best AZ Realtor, or your first name, last name AZ Realtor, whatever your handle is on all of your other social profiles, because it should all be the same. You want to make sure it is here as well. So you can edit this by clicking on it, and you can go in and choose your handle essentially. There is a unique handle for everyone. So if someone already took that handle, it won't allow you to do that exact one. So just make sure, just like a email address where you might have to get a little creative, or maybe you put your first and last name in there. Everyone has a unique Linktree shareable link. So the first thing we're going to go over is all of this right here, which is your bio. So obviously upload your headshot, and I'll show you guys where all that goes. We're going to go to account. So on the left-hand side, as soon as you log in, you'll see your name or your handle in the upper left-hand corner. You're going to go and scroll down to account. And this is where you're going to put in any information. You could do lots of different apps to connect it with this. So just so you know, you can connect other apps as well. As you can see, I have a free plan and all of that stuff. So this just goes through your name, how you want it displayed, and then of course the email address that you sign up with. Just want to make sure you guys can get there. So the next thing, you're going to go to links on the left-hand side. And this is where we can start to add different links, add our bios, all of that good stuff. So if we click, you probably won't have anything in this area right here. It'll be blank if you're new to Linktree. But if you click right underneath your handle, this is where you can edit your bio. So you have 160 characters total, and that's it. You can use emojis. So what I recommend doing is going over to good old Chat GPT, create a Linktree bio for a real estate agent in AZ. So you're going to get a lot of different options. You can kind of see which one matches you guys. But honestly, all you have to do is copy this over here, go over to your Linktree and paste it in the bio. So if I were to do this, I have a little too many characters in here. I do like putting the specific areas if you do farm specific areas, or if you're a market expert in a certain area, try and put that in your bio. Always put a tagline. Maybe you have your own tagline already created. You can definitely use that here. And then put a call to action. So view listings, schedule a private showing, connect, here, buyer seller resources, any of those types of call to actions is good to put in your bio. So again, that will be created right here. And then to add your social media profiles. So you definitely want to add social media profiles in the beginning. You'll have this, it's very light, but you'll have this little white circle with a plus sign. And this is where you can create and add social icons. So you can create tons and tons or connect different apps and social media. over here. Obviously, this isn't a real estate specific platform. So there's lots of things like Spotify, maybe you sell essential oils, like all of that kind of stuff you can definitely put on here as well. Maybe you sell stuff on Etsy. You could do literally anything, connect anything that you want. Obviously, not just social media. So you want to add your social media profiles. As you can see on the right, they will always appear directly under your bio. So this is a live link. All these are live links. And if someone were to click on Instagram, for example, it will automatically pull up your Instagram profile. I'm not logged into Instagram, but so just so you know, it will automatically connect wherever that you want to drive people to go. All right, so for me, for example, I put a lot of the classes that I do and links to the RSVP link, or maybe it's just something like the vision board shop where it's just a flyer. I want you guys to kind of think as a real estate agent, the whole purpose is lead gen and to obtain contact information for various types of things, right? So yes, you can put just a straight flyer like I have here for the vision board, but for you guys as agents, I really want you guys to think of links to lead gen to create funnels so that it can go into your CRM system, your flow desk, all of those kinds of different places, or your website where you can capture their information and follow up with them. So definitely put all of your links in there. To add a link, you just click add link and you literally take the URL from maybe your website. Whoops. You copy it, you go back over to Linktree and you just paste it in there. And it's going to verify, hey, is this a link? You say, yep, this is a link. You click on that link and it'll automatically generate a little tile, sorry. It'll be toggled on automatically when you create it. And one of the cool things about it is you can edit the way this shows up. So you can click on the little pencil right here. And maybe you just want to say AZ Homes for Sale, search now, or something like that. You can change the title. It'll automatically update it on the right-hand side, so you can title the button however you would like. You can put emojis in here as well. So if you copy and paste emojis or you use your keyboard to create different emojis, you can put that in here and kind of play with it however you want to play with it. The other thing that you can do is you can add a preview photo. So as you can see, a lot of different links out there in the industry will create a thumbnail automatically. That's what these are called. And then some of them won't create a thumbnail. If you want a thumbnail and it didn't automatically generate a thumbnail, what you can do is click on this little thumbnail picture right here. It's the mountain with the little picture. And you can click on set thumbnail. You can upload your own. You can generate one with AI. You can also design with Canva. So you can connect it to your Canva account. Maybe you have some really cool thumbnails that you created on YouTube and you want to have it be similar to the video thumbnail that you have on YouTube. You can definitely use the same one as your YouTube channel. Just remember it is super small and most people are going to be looking at this on their mobile device. So you can add a thumbnail there. Once you we'll talk about analytics next. Let's say you have a link that is time sensitive. For example, a listing that is active. Once, let's say you sold that listing, everything's done, you want to take this link off. All you have to do is toggle it off, and Linktree will automatically remove it from the links. If you're never going to use that link again, I recommend clicking delete and archive it. Otherwise, you'll look at mine here in a second. I have like 50 classes on here that I didn't archive because I like to go in and use similar things as I teach some of the same classes over and over. But for you guys, if it's an active listing, and let's say you went to a website, your own website, you're going to find a property, the property that you have listed for sale. You can obviously type in the address of the property or the MLS number. I'm just going to pick this nice $12.7 million listing. You're going to take this link at the very top of your website. You're going to copy it. You're going to go over to Linktree and you're going to paste the link in. Click link. And it generated a thumbnail automatically of the property. Again, it has the address of the property here, but you can say something like the best home in Arcadia. Click here, 123 Main Street. So you can edit any of this text right here. So,
Hi, Bree.
yes.
Hi, this is Alden. Thanks
Hi.
for this. Yeah, for the listing in our on Arcadia Lane that you had, the photo will that be the first photo that's on the MLS, or can we replace that
It
for the
typically will, yep, it typically will auto-populate the main photo on whatever website it is. But yes, you
yes,
can change it. Let's say this was a terrible photo. You can go to thumbnail and click change,
got it.
and you can upload one from your computer or AI or Canva or wherever. So good question.
Just one other thing with that for that link. So that's the property. If we had a video that
Mhm.
for a property like that, rather than list the MLS, could we, or will that be included if it's part of the MLS profile?
So it won't be included. I guess I should say it depends on what website you're pulling from. If it's your own
Yeah,
personal website, then it probably will because it's synced to your MLS. But let's say it's a Flex MLS link. So if we were to like go into Flex MLS, we look up the property, you would get the link by clicking share and then permalink. Oh, I need to redo my armless. Hold on.
Hello? Yeah,
Hello, Caitlin?
yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna go to the hot sheet. Perfect. So let's say this is your listing. You're gonna go ahead and click on share and then permalink. And this is the link that you were to copy. Let's say you don't have a website. This is the link that you would copy and put on your link tree. I don't know if it's going to show the full video, but it will show everything that a client would see in the MLS. So if you uploaded a video to your MLS listing, then it should be shown as if you were just to email this MLS link to a client. You can put a video, let's say that you uploaded it to YouTube and you have like this super crazy nice video that you had professionally done. You could add that YouTube link here as well. The only thing I don't like about the Flex MLS link is, well, two things. One, it times out. I think it's valid for like 30 days. And two, there's no lead capture on it. So what I
Got
like
it.
even better than the Flex MLS link is if you had a website and you pulled that URL, because your website's going to, hopefully after a couple clicks, after you go through the photos, it'll pop up, log in to get full access. And that way you can capture their information and it goes into your CRM system.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Another way that you can do this is, let's say that you created a landing page for your website, or you have a Flowdesk form that you created. I'm going to log into my Flowdesk. We're going to just pretend this form is a find out more details about this property. Your name, your email, find out more details. So this is what you would put this link. So share, copy. This is the link you would go over and put in your Linktree. That way you can capture their information. Maybe it's sign up for your newsletter. And as you can see, I don't want this Flowdesk as the thumbnail here. So this is a perfect example to go into the thumbnail section, click change. Maybe I'm gonna design with AI. We can see how good AI is going to be today. Not bad. So click confirm. And as you can see, it changed the thumbnail on the right-hand side. So this is always a live environment on the right. All of your links and everything can be edited on this left screen. So I would do something like sign up for agent monthly newsletter. So when someone clicks on this link, it's going to automatically go to this Flowdesk form. And once the Flowdesk form, once someone fills this out, it's going to generate a thank you message. And for example, it will automatically, in this case, it'll automatically add them to my segment for Agent Monthly newsletter where I send out editable Canva templates and all that stuff on a monthly basis and newsletter stuff. So you guys could do the same exact thing. Another thing you could do is, this is how I would do buyer and seller guides or relocation guides. If you don't have the capability to do it on your website, like a lead capture on your website, maybe you have more of a website that was provided to you by your brokerage or your team. Then I would want, hey, I want them to go to my Flowdesk form. And then the thank you message is going to be the editable link directly, or I'm sorry, the reader link for the buyer guide. So basically what we do is we create a flip book from your buyer guide, seller guide, relocation guide. And in this response right here, you can put the link to that buyer guide, seller guide, relocation guide in here. So they could just click on it and download the link or view it online where it like turns the pages for you. So that's how I would do. I would always say have a link on here to sign up for your monthly newsletter. Another way to do this, let's say you don't have Flowdesk, this is going to be a little bit more manual, but what you can do is everyone typically has a Gmail account. So you can go here and look for forms. Click on forms. And let's say that you want to create a form that's something to do with buying in Arizona or relocating to Arizona. You can put a little form description, everything you need to know about relocating to Arizona. And then you have a couple options to create questions. So definitely their name. I would make it required, which is this little toggle right here. And then I would add another question. Let's say their email address. Make it required. And then maybe where are you moving from? Make that required. And yes, you can make this look cuter and all that stuff. It's not a Google's form class, but just know that you can customize it. You're limited, but you can customize it. And what you would do is you would publish this, and then you would copy the responder link, which is this one right here, and you would paste it onto its own link, just like you would everything else. And that way you can do lead captures. The only thing is, I will say, you're going to have to go in and look at your responses. And then let's say Andy from North Carolina put in their information. You're going to have to remember to go in on a daily basis and say, okay, did anyone respond and fill out this form today? I'm going to copy and put their information into my CRM. So this is more manual, but for everyone who doesn't have Flowdesk, this is an option that's free. Or if you don't have a website, Flowdesk, or any type of lead capture, you can definitely do it through forms. And just know that you can link like a CSV or an Excel file. Here in Gmail, they call it Sheets. So you can definitely have a spreadsheet created as soon as one of or several people go in and type their responses. But whatever you ask in the question or whatever it is, make sure to deliver, right? So if you have a relocation guide and this is your lead funnel, you want to make sure that you are going in here and looking at the responses so that you can individually send them a relocation guide, whether it be by email, a flip book, or anything else. You want to just make sure that you're going in here and delivering whatever they're filling out to get more information on, if that makes sense. So you can do forms. There's also a forms option within Linktree as well. I personally might be a little bit of a control freak, so I like it in my own systems and not within embedded in other products or services. I personally rather have the data 5 years from now. Not to say that Linktree isn't going to be around, but I just like to have control over the data. But just know if you wanted to, you could do the form within Linktree. They do have that option. You can also add additional things on Linktree. So YouTube, digital products, maybe it's maps. You could do like an RSVP happy hour. You could do your Calendly link, like I mentioned, and you can do a lot of other media as well. You could do, music, podcasts, all kinds of stuff. Any questions so far?
I have a question. I'm looking at your, this is Alden. I'm looking at your link tree and I have a link tree with everything, but I don't have the thumbnails on all of them. So
Mm-hmm.
I just go into the settings and do what you said before. So I have it because I have Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter X and that. So that's just off this page that you're on right now to be able to
Mm-hmm.
do that. And
Yeah, so
just
oh, go ahead.
I was going to something else. So if you know what, I'll have to
Oh,
play with it.
yeah, so you just go into the link and click on thumbnail, and that's where
Yes.
you would change it. So you don't even have to change it in your settings. You would go to whatever link that you're wanting that thumbnail to go to. Like, for example, this Linktree class didn't
Yes.
automatically generate one. So what I would do is just go to thumbnail, set a thumbnail, and upload from your computer or any of the different thumbnail options.
Okay. And then my other question, regarding the lead capture. So if you have for the monthly newsletter and your link
Mhm.
tree that you have that you just worked on, and then if you have something else like your link tree class, or in our case, a relocation guide or a buyer's guide or any of that, will each of those have a lead capture, or are we assuming that the monthly newsletter is the one that they want, but if they wanted the relocation, will we be capturing it multiple times, or we'll be setting it up to capture it for each of those uh,
I
links that
would
we
set
have
it up
on?
to capture on each of them. So, for example, I wouldn't want to just put the flipbook link to the buyer's guide right here, for example. What I would want to do is I would want to add a form or a flow desk lead capture or a landing page or your website where they would have to fill out some information so that they could receive that buyer guide or seller guide or relocation guide, whatever it is. Because if you just put the buyer guide link right here, then they can just go and look at it, which is great, but then you don't capture their information. So that you would want to do some type of connection before they receive the buyer guide or seller guide so that you could create that lead funnel.
So if we met, you came to open house, and I have the QR code for my LinkedIn right now, for my link tree right now, you have the menu to go through. So it's possible that you'd have to enter your information if you wanted the relocation guide, the buyer guide, or my
Mhm.
monthly newsletter. You would have to enter it 3 different times.
Yeah, or they could just tell you, like, hey, I'm signing up for your buyer's guide, but I also want your seller's guide or relocation guide or whatever it is. And you can just send it over to them. You want each one to be a lead capture because what if one person only wants a buyer's guide and another person only wants a relocation guide? You
Got it.
can't do a
Mhm.
lead capture on top of the link tree before they click any of the links. It has to be some type of lead capture once they click this link. So that's why we create the forms or Flowdesk form or a Google form or we have it go to your website, which has the lead capture after they click a couple times.
That's helpful. And just one other question. I noticed on your link tree, you have the Great American app, and that's
Mm-hmm.
goes to Palm Agent, or
Yep.
I'm looking at it. And so does that automatically go for, it bypasses the login and goes straight, because I have it as well. It goes straight to your Palm Agent through Great American, and then they have
Yes.
access. Got it. Perfect. Thank you.
Yep. Good questions. All right. We've been able to do lead capture with Linktree for our guides. Yep, that's awesome, Summer. Definitely good to do that. The last thing I want to touch on is all of your insights. So you can see how many clicks and all of that, how many views, how many clicks on your profile, on specific date ranges, even on which links people are clicking and viewing. So in the insights section on the left-hand side, that's where you can find all of your information on, let's see, click-through rate or clicks. I can see on December 9th, I had 5 total clicks. If I want to go deeper, I can see exactly the different time frames and where and all that good stuff. The one thing I will mention is in order to get to see more detailed analytics, that's where the upgrade is going to be if you really want that type of analytics for your Linktree. But this will give you an overall, okay, this is great activity. People are clicking on this link, people are clicking on that link, etc. But to see which link they're clicking on and how many times you're going to have to do the pro version. That's one of their selling points for it. All right. I'm going
I
to pull
just have,
up the cheat. Oh, go ahead.
may I just ask, yeah, sorry, this is Alden, with the link tree, I'm looking at my page, but in order to go to the insights, I have to go to what you had up before, which is the analytics or the insights.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't,
Yep.
so even though I'm clicking on my link tree, which is off my Instagram, I have to go to that, uh, actually have to go to my account.
Yeah, so the link tree on your bio and on your Instagram is going to be the front end of your profile, what everyone sees. So to see your insights, you need to log in to the back end of your profile.
Got it. And
Microsoft Security Alert.
Uh-oh, what is that?
I don't know. Sorry about that. I've
Okay.
just been captured.
Oh. All right. Any questions? I'll have you mute, Alden. Any other questions? I'm going to send this Linktree cheat sheet to you guys. I hope you guys enjoy Linktree as much as a lot of the agents that I'm helping use it. If you're totally lost and totally confused and you want to go over what's going to be the best profile, bio, all the different links, how do we connect them all to forms or your website? How do we automate it to go into your CRM system? All of that kind of stuff. I'm happy to sit down with you guys and go over everything. Let me know if I'm ever of service to you guys.
That was great. Thank you, Bree. Like Sam said in here, I had no idea how many different ways there were to use it. So it was great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of
Did any if
course.
yeah, if anybody else had any questions, now's the time. Um, Otherwise we're just almost at an hour here. So appreciate everyone being on here. And Bree, thank you so much for your time and for your expertise as always. Very much appreciated. Okay. All right. Well, I hope everyone has a good rest of their day. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.